Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into the set. So for today's set, I decided to leave in all the normal prep, just so that you're able to see my normal prep routine on anyone's nails that I do, including myself. And I do have other videos you can reference, but I did decide to keep it in today. So I'll go ahead with a cuticle pusher and push back the cuticles very lightly. Then I go around the cuticle with a needle drill bit just to remove any dead skin that may be there. And this is an important step because it does help to prevent lifting. Then I go in with a fine grit sanding band just to rough up the surface of the nail and give it some scratches so that the product have something to stick to and to remove any shine that may be there. So I missed the whole clip where I did apply my Makartt dehydrator and primer, and then I went in with 2 coats of the Young Nails Protein Bond. And then after that Young Nails dried up, I did go in now with Makartt's base coat gel, and I'll put this on all of the nails and have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So today we're using Kiara Sky's Long Coffin Jelly Tips. And before even applying them to the nail tip, I did go into the inside of them with a fine grit sanding band and just gave it some scratches so that it adheres better. And then once that was done, you see me here, I placed a bead of base coat gel into the inside, and I did apply that to the nail very gently, making sure there's no air bubbles. And then I'm using my little flashlight LED light to just like flash or freeze it into place basically. So I'm curing it for about 10 seconds, and then I'll do that with every tip. And once I have them all applied, she does go into the lamp for a full 60 seconds cure. This little flashlight I got it from Nail Couture, and I will link that down below. So next I'm going in with my fine grit sanding band, and I'm just roughing up the surface of all of the tips to remove that shine. And also it does help with adhesion anytime that you remove the shine from a nail tip. So I'm using my Nail Couture dust collector, and I recommend a dust collector if you're able to for anyone, just because it does help eliminate any dust that may fly around. This one works just absolutely amazing. When I'm using it, the dust goes straight into the collector, so I don't have to worry about anything on the table or just flying into the air. It actually goes straight into the dust collector. And I've seen reviews on many others. I do want to get another one. This one works great, like I said, but I just like to have a variety, so I'm looking to get another one. But I do recommend a dust collector for anyone doing nails. It is a much needed product, being that it does eliminate any particles that may be flying around. this is where I normally start all of my videos. So now that I've done all of the prep, I am going in with a coat of base coat gel on all of the tips, and then I'll have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So as you can see from today's title, today's video is a 4th of July set. So we're using Makartt's Darkest Blue out of Makartt's Blue Kit, 923. And I'm just going to squeeze that the length of the nail. And so my normal application process for Polygel is just to squeeze it, especially when you're doing like one color, squeeze it the length of the nail. And then I dip my brush into some slip solution, which I use alcohol. And I go ahead and spread the Polygel all over the nail, making sure to cover it completely and making sure it does touch the side walls as well. And then I go in and I smooth everything out, make sure my cuticle is nice and flushed, but just smooth and level everything out until I'm satisfied. And once I'm satisfied with the nail, I do have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So my daughter did come up with today's design. As always, I do let her, just think of what she wants. If I want to add anything, she does let me, but for the most part, I just let her run with what she wants. So unfortunately for the index finger, as you can see, I started doing the nail before I actually hit record, but it's the same steps as the pinky. So I did go ahead and squeeze it the length of the nail, and I did go ahead and spread it all over the nail, and I'm now going in and just smoothing everything out. And once everything is smooth and level and the cuticle is flushed, I have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So for the thumb, she did want to do a full nail in red, which is, this red comes from Makartt's House of Flores kit by the name of Poinsettia, and it's the same exact method as the pinky and the index, being that it is a full colored nail. And then once I get this set, of course, she's going to cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So I want to say happy 4th of July to everyone that does celebrate this holiday. And I also wanted to know what you're doing today for 4th of July, or if you're watching my video at a future date, what did you do for 4th of July? So for my 4th of July, today is really rainy and gloomy. I was going to take a trip down to Orlando to visit some family, but I don't like driving in rain, and especially not a distance. So we'll have to catch them at a later date. But for today, we're just going to have indoor barbecue. We did want it grilled, but the weather doesn't permit. So we're going to just have some barbecue done on the inside, and I'm going to spend the day with my parents and my children. And I'm just going to have a fun-filled day with the girls. We're going to do nails. We are going to watch movies. I'm going to do hair. So it's going to be a very eventful and fun day today. So just comment down below and let me know what you'll be doing for 4th of July or what you did. I would love to see what you have going on and love to just be able to communicate with you all and connect with you all. So feel free to comment down below. On her middle finger, we did go ahead and start that off with that red because she wanted to do a 3-way ombre, but she wanted it in a way where it's kind of just not like a traditional, very smooth ombre, but like like an ombre that pops out. So you'll see what I mean when I'm actually done with the ombre. But for this step here, I did take just a small, very small bead and put it onto the tip. And then I go ahead and smooth that out and blend it back until I'm satisfied. And she does cure in the lamp for 60 seconds between each color. So next we go in with that white, and this white does come from Makartt's Mermaid Couture Kit. And I just place a little small bead there, and then I go ahead and pat it into place, and then blend that up into that red polygel. And then I do go ahead and have her cure in the lamp once that's set for 60 seconds. And lastly, we're going in with that blue at the bottom, and we're going to ombre that up into the white. So for the blue, I had to do 2 coats because it was a little opaque compared to that white. But once I got it set, she did cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So to me, the ombre was, I did it on purpose, like a slant, and then like kind of tried to like flare it out a bit so that it looks like a burst of maybe fireworks or something. I don't know. I was just in my mind trying something. But on her middle finger here, I went in with the red first and just took a very small strip of that on the left side of her nail. And I'm going to go ahead and pat that into place because on this nail, she wanted all 3 colors vertically across the nail. So I'll go ahead and pat that into place and try and get it as straight as possible. And once that's set, I do go ahead and have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. Then I go into the middle with the white and do the same concept of trying to make it straight, but just go down the center of the nail with it, tighten everything up, and then have her cure again for 60 seconds. And then lastly, I go in with the blue and with the same method of just a very thin line onto the right side of the nail. And then I pat everything into place, cure, and this nail is set for her. So I do hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take the time as usual to thank anyone who has taken the time out to at least watch any one of my videos. It is greatly appreciated, and watching it to the end does actually help. To my subscribers, I do love all of you so very much, and I appreciate your continued support. I thank you for anyone who has commented on any of my videos, anyone who has liked any one of my videos and showing me love. I do appreciate the support, and I do support back. So if that's what you were looking for, I'm here for that as well. I just appreciate you so much, and I always want to make sure you know that. So now we're going in with one of my favorite parts, which is glitter. So for her glitters on her pinky, I did apply that base coat gel and left it wet so that I can place the glitters inside of that wet base coat. And she just wanted red glitters over the blue nail. So I put some red glitters first from Makartt's Ocean Contour Kit. And then I went over it with some red stars I got off of Amazon, and I'll link everything down below. So on her middle here, she did want to go in with stars. And so on the blue strip, she went in with red stars. On the white strip, she went in with blue stars. And then on the red strip, she went in with white stars. So the blue stars that you see are very, very translucent. And that's because I had to pick them out of the Makartt Ocean Contours glitter kit. So those are, the glitters in there are pretty transparent. but I didn't have any other blue that would have looked nice with the set, so this is what I went with, and I think this nail came out pretty cool. She says this is her favorite nail here. Once I got all of these set, I did go ahead and have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So on the middle finger, I did the same thing. I just went across diagonally, like right at the ombre, and did the same coloring. So for the blue area, red, for the white area, blue, and then for the red area, white. Once I got them set how she wanted, I did go ahead and cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So for her index finger, I did the same thing of applying base coat gel. I left that gel wet. And then I did apply these blue glitters from the Makartt Ocean Couture's kit. Once I got them placed on her nail how she wanted, I did have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then on her thumb, I went in with some like iridescent white glitters from that same Makartt kit. And then place white stars over that from that same Amazon kit. And now for encapsulation. So basically what I do is I take Makartt's clear polygel and I just squeeze it the length of all the nails. Then I take the polygel brush using slip solution and I just go ahead and cover that nail with that clear polygel, making sure that the cuticle area is nice and flushed and that all of the glitters are nice and covered, so that once it's time for me to file, shape, and buff, I do not go through those glitters. Once I get everything set, I do have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So I don't notice if you all notice, but from certain videos, my voice changes. So sometimes I have like a really mellow voice, really soft, soothing voice through the video. And then other times I have a very excited, high-pitched voice at times. And the reason being is I feel like it depends on the nail set I'm doing. Like I love all of my sets I've done thus far. I do love making these videos. I love doing my voiceover. I just love everything about YouTube. I absolutely love. So it just kind of depends on the video of how I'm going to come off, how my voice will be that day. But nonetheless, I do love every single video I've ever done, every piece of content I have put out thus far. I think it's pretty good. But comment down below and let me know if you've been watching my videos, what you think about the consistency of my videos and what you think overall of my videos. You will not offend me. I'm just trying to get a little know-how on what I should provide or how everyone is feeling about my content. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Nail Addict She, and there I post my YouTube tutorial nails as well as nail sets I do and do not record. Also, what I love about Instagram is that you can DM me with any recreations you may want to see. So then I go in and file, shape, and buff and have her wash her hands off camera. And now I'm going to take Makartt's top coat and go ahead and top coat all of the nails. Once I get them top coated, I have her cure for a full 60 seconds. Lastly, I go in with Makartt's cuticle oil stick in the scent aloe, and I just moisturize her cuticles. And here's the finished product. So I think she did pretty good with this set, but I should have just okay, so what I do is I let her tell me what to do. I let her look at it and see if she likes it, and then she cures no matter what it looks like. But I feel like I could have tightened those lines up a bit better, but overall the set came out pretty good. Please, if you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future sets. I do really appreciate each and every one of you that takes the time to stop by. Thank you so much. Much love.